This is why tradespeople are more mechanically inclined. Part of it is what we're taught when we're growing up. Part of it is what we learn later when we're developing a skill set. If this is your first time here, or if you've just never done it before, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything. And make sure you hang around till the very end, because I'm going to show you how, if you're a tradesperson, you can do something to really impress that special person in your life. So first of all, let me tell you how I got started in it. And not just how I got started in the trades, but how I became mechanically inclined. My father actually used to work on his own car. He actually used to do things around the house. So being the oldest son at home, when it was time to do something, guess who he hollered at to help him? By the time I was in the 5th grade, I could probably change the brakes on a vehicle and change the alternator, radiator, starter, anything at all like that that needed to be changed. I knew how to do it because I'd helped him do it so many times. And then after that, my very first job, also the summer after my 5th grade year, I hauled hay. And I actually did it for about 5 years, till right before my junior year in high school. I used to do it every summer. It was a great job, but it was good for me because I understood being out in the field, understood hard work ethic, but I also understood from vehicles and tractors and equipment breaking down how to work on things. Now that was a great start for that intellectual mindset of learning to be mechanically inclined. So to me, what is being mechanically inclined? Well, it's learning to work with your hands. And especially starting out at a young age, when you're working on cars, you've got to understand you can't always see what you're working on. You may have to reach up around something, feel a nut, turn it the right direction, and do things like this. Well, that can also help you in the trades. Most tradespeople, man, it's a blessing because we truthfully feel like we can take a few fittings and do some cool stuff with it. Now, building things and repairing things are two different things, but my basic view on life is once we learn how something goes together, once we learn how anything goes together, we think, you know what, we can look at something else and figure it out. If we can figure out how to put the entire plumbing system of a building together, or the entire electrical system or HVAC, why can't we figure out how to fix a blow dryer at home? Something like that. And let me tell you, I've taken apart my share of them and put them back together. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. If your significant other loves the fact that you're mechanically inclined and you can do stuff like that, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below and let me know, what is it you've done? What is it you do? Did you build something? Did you fix something? Did you just walk in and look at something and say, hey man, I can fix that? So if you're one of those dads that are mechanically inclined, are you taking the time to teach your child? And trust me, in the very beginning, I didn't want to be out there. I would rather be out playing on my bicycle, playing with games, doing different stuff. But my dad's like, no, come on, we've got stuff to do. And the neat thing is, a lot of our significant others are like, hey, don't worry about that. You know, I'll call somebody, I'll do that. Look, we want to fix things. That's what we're good at. That's what challenges our mind. That's what makes us think, wow, there's something to learn here. And it's really pretty neat because when I see a problem with something, my first thing looking at it is, what would it take to fix this? What would I have to do? So I'm gonna actually take some stuff here, kind of throw it together, play with it, and put something together. But make sure you stick around to the end because I'm gonna show you how to do something, if you're mechanically inclined, that could actually make your significant other very, very happy. All right, so now that we got it done, all we gotta do is load it up. And remember, no job is finished until the paperwork is done. If we think we can figure that out, we think we can fix it. And that's something we want to do. So when you see us, grab something of yours that maybe isn't working properly and carry it out to the garage. Maybe we've got a workshop. This workshop and my other workshop, I actually built both of them. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't build the workbenches or anything like that, but all the wood on the wall, all the diamond plate, all the piping that went in here, a lot of it I cut it and threaded, I put it together, I pulled the electrical lines through the pipe to make the lights work because I didn't want to see cords hanging out. So there's a lot of things here that I've done because I knew I could do it. Now, could I have hired somebody? Absolutely. I've had people give me prices of up to $20,000 to build them a studio. And I gotta tell you, I don't think it would have been as nice as this. They want to come in and tell me where to put the lights, where to put different things behind me, what lenses to use. I wanted to make my studio so sharp, so cool, that people would look at it and say, wow, now that's something I would have never imagined. So I'm going to tell you now how to really impress that someone that you're with. Now, you've looked at some stuff that I've done. What kind of ideas do you have? Because if your significant other is one that likes surprises, take some stuff like this, take some fittings, put it together and build them something. Build something they've never seen before, or build something similar to something that they've already looked at. If you've seen them look through Better Homes and Garden and they've seen something that they like, they're like, oh my God, I wish that we had something like that. What could you do to build something that would be sharper, cooler, neater, whatever words you want to use? Being mechanically inclined and looking at things, understanding how they go together, is what sets us apart from a lot of people. A lot of people look at it and never even think of how it goes together. Once you're in the trades and you've been in it for a while, you start looking at stuff and anything in the world, you start thinking, you know what, I can build that. When it came to the floor, the walls, the pipe, all this, it's just building stuff. I'm not a carpenter, but the wall was easy. I guess I am a plumber, so the piping was really easy. But pulling the electrical through it, I had no idea how to do it, but I thought, you know what? I can hook a vacuum cleaner up to the end of the pipe. I can pull a string with a ball of tape on the end, tie it together and pull it back through, and that's how I get my cord in there. Electrical, man, you ever heard of this thing called YouTube? You can get on there and learn how to do anything. So anyway, no matter what it is you want to do for your significant other, or maybe for yourself, because I built all this for me because this is what I wanted. But remember, always think safety, always be ready, and man, give it your best. Anyway, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't done it yet, please remember to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed. And change the alternator, Raider. I don't even know why I've got all this on because this is for the other video, but it's okay. Yeah. This is why tradespeople are more This is why tradespeople are more There we go.